Okay, so the next thing I want to implement is this. So at the moment I have a grenade count available only for normal grenades, but for flashbangs and smoke grenades system available that tracks the number of smoke grenades or flashbangs I have, and it is a way to update the count or reduce the count as I throw them. So that's the next thing I want to work on. Alright, so for the normal grenades, I already have this grenade count variable which keeps track of the amount of grenades that I have. But now that I have multiple different types of throwable grenades, I don't think it's a good idea to add, for example, grenade count and then flashbang count and then smoke grenade counts. Adding it like that is not so scalable. So let's implement a structure where should I do that? Yeah, let's add a structure here. Should be on blueprints structure. Let's call it struct throwable type. Struct throwable, yeah, that should be enough, good enough. Okay, so as the first variable I'll add an integer. Let's call it throwable data. Count, which holds the amount of this particular structure, this particular throwable type. Count and max count. So it's same as number of grenades that I have and the number of maximum grenades that I can have. So count for now I'll set to max count 4. Also we need a class reference. So throwable class. PP throwable class reference. Right, now as the default I can assign any throwable class, any child class of throwable class. So I'll choose grenade as the default class. Right, now here under guns so how should we implement this? Let's add a new variable throwable data. Let's put it under guns and change the variable type to struct throwable data. Okay, Now here I can have this is one variable, but still I need to have different types of throwables, so I'll turn this into an array. Okay, cool. So now as the default value I'll add one element. So this is of course going to be the grenades because that's the default value I have, and then I'll add another index, another element. Here I'll change it to flashbang, and another one. Here I'll change it to smoke grenade. Okay, and also I'll add another variable here, active throwable type. So this should be an integer value. So this is more like the active throwable type index, not just a type. So yeah, maybe better to rename it like this and put it also under guns, and by default this will be 0. So when we press G, that means when we are trying to throw a grenade. Let's see. The places grenade count is used. Now here. So now instead of taking the grenade count, I'll get throwable data and get the element that represented by this active throwable index, and from this I'll get the count. So this will update whatever the amount of the current active throwable grenade type. Okay. Also, when we check the grenade count, we have to do the same. Like this. Here also. Okay, now let me save and test if everything is working as expected. I think it does. Oh, this is something we need to work on. Not for now. Okay, so then now the next thing we need is we need a way to change this active throwable index and throw different types of grenades based on the selected throwable index. So here this is check grenade count, this under grenade throwing, where is it, check, let's rename this throwable count, update throwables. Right now, yeah, we do have defined this different input actions to throw smoke grenades and flashbangs and normal grenades, but I want to get rid of these two additional input actions and allow player to switch or select the throwable type he need and throw them. So yeah, here also we need to use this part and use the class according to the selected throwable index, not this hard-coded value. So okay, let's see if the grenade throwing works correctly. It seems correct. Okay, and the next step is I need a way to update or change this active throwable index. So let's add an input. Do we have anything for the E? Yes, interact. Right. Then R. For R I think we have something else. Go random event. Oh no, I was just going to do test. For R we don't have anything. Okay, so then let's add a new action, cycle throwables, and use key R. Cycle throwable selection. Right, and then here let's add it, cycle throwable selection, and how should we implement this? When we press it, we need to get we need to know the throwable data throw count, array count, and active index count. Then increment active index count. Oh wait, no, not increment. plus 1 to active index count and get the modulus division. That means divide this value from some value and get the remainder. So here let's get the length and use it as the number for modulus division. Right, and then set again the active index. Okay, now let's see. I press R once and press J. It's a flashbang. If I press R again and press G, if I press R again and press G, it should be so. Let me throw another flashbang. I pressed R. Right, now I don't have any flashbangs. That's why this number is 0. If I try to throw again, it doesn't work using G. If I cycle, no more grenades are there, but this value is not updated. Okay, now let's fix that. So also it would be better if we have 3 different icons for different grenade types. Okay, so I created and imported this flashbang icon and it's the other one, small grenade icon, this one also. So for this structure I'll add another variable that holds a reference to this image so that I can change this grenade icon. But before that I need to add a function to change the icon. So the UI WDG grenades here, upgrade grenade. Let's change this to upgrade throwable, but update throwable widget. So grenade icon here, can we change this? This is brush. Okay, set brush from texture and texture, let's add it as a parameter. Okay, now this function is called where should be in the HUD. Yeah, and here we implement this event update grenade count. So let's change this to upgrade grenade widget, and we need that additional texture parameter. This is texture 2D. Input texture 2D. Object reference texture, or should we call it icon? I think it would be better if we call it icon. Okay. This became a custom event, so update grenade widget. Okay. Now here we need to give the icon, so icon also, but first we need to pass the icon. Okay. Now update throwable widget, refresh node. Why is this called texture? Didn't I compile this? Yeah, it's icon. Update throwable widget. Okay, it's changed now. Alright, so we fixed the widget and we added it to the HUD, and now here we need to give the icon. So for that we need to define or add another variable here, icon, in the type texture 2D. As the default value I'll use grenade, and now in here it's not updated. Okay, I've updated Flashbang. Smoke grenade. Okay, now we can connect it. Now shall we try? It's not updating. Okay, one more thing. When we press R to cycle, the grenades. Yeah, I see it. Cycle throwable selection. After changing, we should call update grenade count. Actually, it would be better if we rename this instead of grenade count. We could use a different name. Alright, let's just leave it for now and see if this is working. SR, you can see here the icon is changed to a flashbang. SR, you can see icon is changed to a small grenade. Now if I throw it, you can get a small grenade. And if I SR the active throwable type is set to the normal grenade. Again, let's try flashbang. These updated numbers are also saved. Okay, so everything is working as intended. Now we can, if we want, we can get rid of these events. So let me delete them. And also from the project settings we can throw a small grenade and throw flashbang inputs. Okay, so that's all for today and thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available here in the Patreon page for download. Link would be in the description below, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.